What's up, guys? Sammy D here with Kart Life, covering Mario Kart Tour, and we've got some major things to talk about today. At the end of last week, the update news was posted that battles would be coming to Mario Kart Tour, and pipes that you use, rubies, to fire are going to be removed from Mario Kart Tour, meaning the gacha mechanics of this game are going to be going away forever. We did a live stream reacting to this news with all of you guys, and we broke it all down. So many great insights, so many great ideas were discussed by you all in the comments. We covered almost everything there is to cover about it in about a 90-minute stream. But I want to come back to some of it now that this news is getting even more attention from around the internet, and summarize for you 10 takeaways from this news. Conserve your resources. So I've always been an advocate on my channel of doing as little as possible and only when you need to in terms of making moves, buying things, spending rubies. A conservative approach in this game is going to serve you so well. And this has never been more true than now, as we have 2 tours before this update, the Mario vs. Luigi Tour and the Anniversary Tour after that. If you're like me and you've been working on maxing out daily select slots like the normal gliders and the normal carts, which are relatively easy to buy every day and close out to try to get a chance of high-end tickets, stop. I've put a freeze on all my spending for daily select slot maxing because we don't know if they could change how the daily selects is going to work after this update. It might be exactly the same, but on the chance that it's not, and given some things I'm going to say about the economy overall in this game in a moment, please be wise and don't go buck spending a bunch of resources over the next 4 weeks. If you're someone who heard this news and is coming to this game right now today, first of all, you have under 24 hours to get as many grand stars and gifts as you can in this tour, the Bowser Tour, before it ends tonight at reset. You can grind some tokens and get rubies, items, coins from the token shop high ends. You can pull the token shop pipe as many times as you can. Then tomorrow, the Luigi Tour, I've been calling it that. It's the Mario vs. Luigi Tour, but with such Luigi-centric themes, I've been calling it the Luigi Tour. It kicks off tomorrow, and you'll have a whole tour to accrue as many rubies and resources as you can, and then the Anniversary Tour after that as well. There are going to be pipes to tempt us. There are going to be ways to use our rubies the way we know now how to use them over these next 2 tours. This Luigi Night is going to be possibly the last new high-end spotlight driver in a 100 pipe. The last driver you might need to spend 450 rubies to get. As a result, he's going to be very tempting to people. Even I myself, a part of me is like, wow, it'd be fun to try to go after that last 100 pipe new driver. There's also going to be anniversary pipes, possibly special pipes during that anniversary that might have Mii suits in them. That's been a big theme looking back this last year, the Mii suits and how they've changed the driver meta. They could roll out a bunch of Mii suits to kind of close out this last year. They might cap Mii's, but that's a whole other thing. But they're going to have some tempting pipes. I would just caution you guys, hold onto your rubies as much as you can. Do a YOLO here or there to get that last pipe pull fix if you need to, but new players, hang tight. Your first couple ranked cups are going to be very easy, even if you only have a couple drivers. Everyone else, try to stay strong and hold on to as many of those rubies as you can, because we know nothing. We know nothing about how the Spotlight shop is going to work. So we're going to be able to buy Spotlights outright, drivers, carts, and gliders. This is amazing in one way because you're never, ever, ever, ever going to have that situation with Gold Charge and Chuck where there's a non-Spotlight driver in a pipe, special pipe, where you can burn hundreds and thousands of rubies and not get the thing you want. You're going to be able to buy the thing you want outright. The thing is, we don't know how much these things are going to cost. Now, a lot of people have been guessing and speculating about this. A lot of ideas that they might cost 100 rubies for a driver, 150 rubies for a driver. Maybe there'll be a discount like there are at the Mii shop. The Mii shop might have been a whole beta test of how this is all going to work. See if people are willing to spend 100 rubies on a driver. Of course, the Mii drivers are programmed and work completely differently from other drivers, with their base point being broken and their coverage being lesser than the regular drivers. But point being, they've been toying with this idea of buying things outright. And what will it cost? Will a regular new Spotlight driver cost more than a Mii suit? Will there be a gold pass discount? That's an interesting idea. Will there be a discount for the first time it appears? Will there be a discount for older returning spotlights? Will the newer ones cost more? Drivers will probably cost more than karts and gliders if you look at how the rest of the economy of the game works. To get a whole new set driver, kart, and glider and a spotlight pipe before, you need to spend up to 450 rubies. So theoretically, can you get all three new spotlights for 450 rubies or less? Will it total to something under 450 or around 450? If it totals to 450, what about all those other 97 items that you normally get in a 100 pipe when you drain it? More on that in a second. Will you be able to buy multiples? Will it be a max of 3 like it is with a Me driver? Or will you be able to buy as many as you want if you're a whale? Now, let's say these new drivers do cost, let's say 150 rupees. I haven't seen too many people suggest that they would cost more than that, but be prepared that they might. When level 8 hit, no one expected how many tickets it was going to take to get something to level 8. These new drivers might cost more than you think. Do you really think they would release, for example, a new coin box driver and let everyone get it for 150 rupees? When previously, they know you have to spend up to 450. Don't be so sure you're going to be able to get everything you want. In fact, why would they make it so that in, a tour, you can earn 150 rubies? You could then get the new spotlight driver every single tour if the driver only costs 150 rubies. Does that really make sense? I don't think so. Other people have been asking, okay, if you spend 150 rubies on driver, kart, and glider, and you're spending around 450 rubies, what about all those 97 items you used to be getting from spending 450 rubies on a 100 pipe? All those normals and all those supers you got along the way, and how will we mix these things out? This brings me to my next point. Don't worry about normals and supers. First of all, there's so many normals and supers that are in these pipes that, yes, we through pulling many 100 pipes will max these things out. I've been looking back at my old pipe pulls and seeing this, and that was a big part of my early year one strategy. But this is really not the most efficient way to level things up, is trying to pull a ton of Donkey Kongs or whatever. Donkey Kong might not even come up in your 100 pipe. You're much better off leveling up normals and supers with collecting those tickets. They're in the token shop. We get them from the other pipes that we're still going to be able to be firing, and more on that in a second. But if you need to level up a normal or a super for ranked, then use tickets. Now, if you're a whale or a dolphin or someone like me who is trying to level up normals and supers so you can close out daily select slots, guys, it's already so hard to max out daily select slots. Only the top whales are able to close out multiple slots. I just closed out the normal gliders through spending all this time and coins for days and days and days and weeks on end. But perhaps Nintendo with level 8 did not intend for us to max all these slots out. They did put base rate high-end tickets appearing in everyone's shop. And if we're just trying to max out normals and supers from pulling 100 pipes so that we can close out daily select slots and then open up high-end tickets in those slots, what if they just gave us more high-end tickets? It's human nature to, bend yourself into a pretzel to try to fit some future paradigm that we're imagining in our mind into the mold, into the shape of what we know from the past. Try to let go of this way of thinking. And in terms of using your normals and supers for like new players, using them in ranked and stuff like that, yeah, in year one, this was a approach, but it's really a high-end game now. Especially now that you're going to be able to buy your new spotlights. You're going to be focusing on those high ends. Most of the new tracks, they're not getting like normals and supers thrown onto the top shelf. They are paywalling or pipe walling in the past the top shelf drivers, karts, and gliders with new high ends. You want to manage your account, build your account with new high-end drivers, karts, and gliders. Other people are saying, well, what about the 100 pipe? I used to be able to pull them for coins. Don't worry about coins. Just like normals and supers, guys, yes, coins are a precious resource right now, but what's the use for coins? The answer is high-end tickets. We're getting coins so we can get high-end tickets for $12,000 at normal driver price or $10,000 for a kart and glider. But if they provide ways to get additional tickets and coins, and I'll tell you how they could do this in just a second, then you don't need to worry about this. Maybe they don't want whales to be getting 8, 9, 10 high-end tickets per tour like we used to in year 2 when we had completely figured this game out and we were just sitting back bored, completely mastering the resource system. Level 8 already has changed that, showing they don't want it to be as easy for people to unlock tickets. In fact, the whole daily select, the whole shop system could change in this new update. You're still going to get duplicates of high ends from time to time, by the way, for the whales out there, when you get duplicates of high ends from the other pipes that are going to remain in the game. A new economy. With the Spotlight shop, we have to completely rethink how we budget with rubies, how we plan with rubies, what rubies even mean to us. If you think about it, the packs that we have in the tour, they contain 45 rubies. That's that golden number for a 10 pull. 450 is this golden number for a full pipe drain. With the ability to buy spotlights outright with rubies, and there are no 10 pulls anymore, why would a pack be beholden to even contain 45 rubies even more? Could we see packs have completely different amounts of rubies in them? Because that 45 ruby 10 pull paradigm is now going to be a thing of the past. Look, to a certain extent, when this update comes, Mario Kart Tour is going to feel exactly the same as it always has. You're going to be grinding ranked cup, you're going to be going for your scores, you're going to be managing your inventory and all that stuff. It's not going to feel that different in some ways. But this change to rubies could have ripple effects throughout the whole economy of the game. Coins, tickets, just rewards in general. If you look at what's happened over the last year or two of the game, the overall economy of the game has just grown and grown and grown. More ways to earn resources, more ways to earn rubies. We're after level 8. This event we thought was going to be this apocalyptic thing for all players, and we managed so well and so quickly. We got a reign of the new economy there. There's new challenge cards, there's new events and celebrations all the time. I've heard that this happens with these kinds of mobile games. As time goes on, they have to grow the game, because as people advance and advance and advances to higher levels, the game has to support that with additional resources for us to use as we build our accounts. And it's only going to keep growing because battle mode is coming. Battles are resources. I know a lot of people hear about battle mode and they think, oh, it's just some multiplayer thing. It's going to be a chore to have to do battle races and close out a challenge card every tour. It's not really going to be that important to me or that exciting. Guys, you're looking at it wrong. You need to look at battle mode as a resource generator. Look, multiplayer only gives us, a handful of rubies and coins every tour, but there's Kart Pro that comes around from time to time. Battle mode could bolster the entire multiplayer and battle economy. We could have new challenge cards for battle mode. We could earn rubies through battle mode. We could earn coins. We could earn tickets. You don't know what they have planned. I hope there are generous amounts of resources coming from battle mode, but even if it's as little as multiplayer and Kart Pro, all of these things add up to that growing Mario Kart economy, and you're going to have more to work with than you did before if you master that little mode and hustle and get in there and get those resources. And don't forget about balloons and a possible balloon meta. I talked about this in my battle mode video after a couple key data mining findings, and no one's been talking about it. It's kind of blown my mind that more people are not curious about this. It could be there's a whole new collecting mechanic that is involved with battle mode when it comes to balloons. Maybe you're pulling other balloon pipes for different kinds of balloons and you're getting duplicate balloons and getting coins for those. Who knows? Either way, it's going to add something new and exciting to this game, which is growing. I mean, battle mode has been something people have been wanting since the very beginning. It's been one of the most iconic parts of Mario Kart Tour since the beginning. Don't think of this as just this little sidebar that you're going to shrug off. It may be inconsequential. It may be very consequential, but either way, look at it as an opportunity for you to gain more resources and master your game even further. Expect a desirable driver. When this Spotlight shop debuts after anniversary, we're closing out on 3 years of Mario Kart Tour that had gacha pipes in it. These are the last 2 tours, Mario vs. Luigi and Anniversary, with 100 pipes, and then they're done. We have a new era beginning. Spotlight shop is going to be open, and what is going to debut in the first Spotlight shop that we have available to us in that new tour, whatever it's going to be, I promise you it's going to be something good. This news has reverberated throughout the video game world and the Mario Kart world, and those players who have shunned this game are going to be curious to come back in. They might already be here today, like I said, and welcome if so. But that first Spotlight driver in the Spotlight shop, this could be a chance to drop a big original character we've been waiting on, and I've covered this topic extensively on Kart Life. It's what bolstered my channel to have the platform it now has with my character wish list originally. where Kamek led number one. He eventually came to the game. Some people saying due to the success of that video. I'm not going to say that. You guys said that. We've had Charge and Chuck and PD Piranha since then. And as you all know, with the Kart Life Character Madness tournament, there are major drivers that they could still add to this game that would create a lot of buzz in the gaming and Mario Kart world. Would this be the time? Heck, there's even alts of existing characters, such as a new Wario alt or Mayor Pauline. Even just an alt like that would be a must-have driver for so many players who have not been playing this game, who want to come in and get someone cool. Don't expect some random generic Peach alt as that first spotlight driver. No, that's not going to happen. It's going to be someone you want, and it could be someone very exciting. Lots of other things are in the works too. This little line hiding at the bottom of the news might be the most exciting part of all. They've never really said a sentence like that. It could mean nothing. It could mean a whole lot, but they are telling us more is in the works. The thing I want you guys to know is when we have these updates, we speculate so much about how it's all going to go down, but in reality, Nintendo often and almost always does things we do not expect them to do. And if you look at Nintendo overall, this has been the history of the whole company with what they do with their franchises, their tech, their systems. There are going to be things that we anticipate coming to the game like battle mode, and then there's going to be things that we never saw coming. I want you to just hold that thought in your mind with some excitement as we go forward. Let pipe pulls die. Look guys, I completely understand. This is a huge adjustment, a huge change, and we all loved pipe pulls, okay? First of all, just to get this out of the way, there are still going to be other pipes in this game. We have the Today's Challenge pipe, we have the Token Shop pipe, and we have the All Clear pipe. We even have the Gold Pass renewal pipe they've been giving us. These are all ways, if you think about it, that over the past 2 years, Nintendo has been testing the idea of giving people new ways to pull pipes that don't involve spinning rubies. The huge news here is that pipes that you use rubies to fire are going to be removed. You're going to get a little fix of that random surprise element when you do your TSP, your TCP, or your ACP. Honestly, these pipes have become pretty quickly boring to most people. You do them every day. You don't know what you're going to get, some kind of resource. Sometimes it's a normal or common. These things might be a little more exciting now. I have a feeling people are going to be grinding their Token Shop pipes a little harder than before. There might be even new pipes we don't know about. There's still that blue pipe that was found back in the day in data mining. Some people say it's the devs trolling us. I say it's something that's still going to come into the game at some point. Like I said, we might be pulling pipes for balloons in the battle mode. They may come up with something we're not even thinking of. Like on the stream, I suggested pipe tickets. Maybe there's pipes where we can earn tickets to fire on them. Maybe we can use coins to fire on pipes. I don't know. You can rest assured Nintendo is going to find ways to put us in new tight spots, new dilemmas, new challenges to solve in terms of how we spend our resources. But yeah, guys, this is a big change. It's understandable if you're emotional, if you're mourning the loss of those fun pipe pulls that you would do with your friends or on your channel or whatever. There's these two sides of our brain, right? One part of us loves it. It's so fun. It's this unpredictable element, and we're honestly hooked on the dopamine rush of it. But that leads us to the other side of our brain that knows that gotcha mechanics are a predatory mechanic in gaming, not just for adults who have an access to a credit card that's stored on their phone, where if they spend thousands of rubies and don't get gold, charge, and chuck in a special pipe, they're going to drop money on a pack to get more rubies for that one. Ooh, what if one more 10 pull, 2 more 10 pulls, I could have a chance at that item. Guys, I've been looking back at the history of my pipe pulls because I was going to do like this supercut video of all my best pipe pulls. You know, okay, let's mourn the era of the pipe pulls being over and let's look back at all the fun times we had. Guys, I'm looking back at these videos. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Now that we know that these are going away, looking back at these videos has a different feeling to it. And I'm seeing all over the place, all these ways in which I would rationalize these really irrational choices of using my resources. Now, that's not to say we didn't come up with ways to beat the pipe as StudFit pioneered, you know, really understand the odds of the pipe through content creators like Kevin Garrett to make wise and smart decisions on how you cannot let the gotcha rule your game. And of course, as defenders of this game, people like me since day one who love this game, love the play controls. We love the inventory management, the strategy, the fact that no Mario Kart game has had this complex level of strategy to it. And yes, we mastered the pipe, right, in a certain way. And you knew what you're getting in for. When you're going to spend 450 rupees, you know to save 450 if you want to guarantee the thing you want to get. I've been preaching these strategies, these best practices for over 2 years on the channel. And with special pipes, yeah, you have to know that, okay, do some YOLOs, but hey, be careful because it's a bottomless pit. So we knew all these things, but even knowing that, looking back on these pipe holes, I really see the dark side of the game. And this is what turned most people off of this game to begin with. Now, once again, just to be completely clear and fair, players like myself and the community around this game have staunchly defended the incredible other aspects of this game. Guys, I'm never going to back down from that. And the people who did disown this game from the beginning, they have missed out. The people like you and me, if you're a day one player, you now have a massive leg up on anyone new who comes to this game because you have 3 years of an insane inventory built up. You're going to be fine going into this. Like I said, this whole economy is growing. Even if level 9 comes, the unthinkable, the apocalyptic level 9, you're still going to be fine. When I tweeted this the other day, Mario Kart Tour is about racing, not gambling. This is not me saying that there has never been gambling involved, because gacha is fundamentally a gambling system in this game. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the idea of Mario Kart Tour, the future of Mario Kart Tour, what real Mario Kart Tour racers know to be true, that this game is and always has been about so much more than the gacha. I stand here today telling you guys I am so glad that we are leaving this behind. To the other content creators out there, if your first thought or if the place that you're still in is, how does this affect my channel? How does this affect my pipe pull content? All I can say is it's not about you. You can adapt and find ways to cover the game that don't involve pipe pulls. Some people have even said that my channel, your channel won't be affected because your channel is not really centered around pipe pulls. Are you kidding me? I've had so many incredibly fun videos with you guys doing pipe pulls. I'm known for my insane pipe luck and everyone gives me a hard time about it, to the point of saying I have a rigged account. I've done pipe pulls on the beach, pipe pulls in the woods, pipe pulls in the plant shop, pipe pulls in the ice cream shop. Of course, it's a huge part of my channel. But look at Carlos85. He's the leading content creator in Mario Kart Tour with subs, and with him being a whale, pipe pulls are a very central component of his channel in addition to his high score racing. But the way he reacted to this news, no problem. Pivot, adjust, adapt. When we have these big changes in the game or in our lives in general, life experience, I promise you, is going to continue to teach you to adapt and evolve. That's how we thrive. That's how we move forward. So yeah, I've been a little disappointed in some of the reactions from the creators out there. Not all of them. Feel your feelings. Let those emotions happen. And now let's move on and let's pivot and cover this game. This is so much bigger than any of our channels or the content we're covering. This is huge. This is a moment in mobile gaming that's going to have ripple effects. It already is having ripple effects in other games. We have known now that with Mario Kart Tour and loot box or gacha games banned in countries like Belgium, there's talk that in the next few years or several years or in the future that UK, Europe, other countries might move in on this as well. And yes, this may have prompted this decision from Nintendo. It's not sudden. It's probably something they've been planning for a bit. They're trying to cash in, of course, while they can. And they do have to earn revenue to make this game survive. I've always said that Gold Pass, $5 a month, that's $60 a year. That's the price of one Switch game per year. If you're a Nintendo consumer, that is no big deal. In fact, of course, you're going to want to give Nintendo that money to fund the creation of the game. The game can't just keep going on and on with no developer resources. We've had so many great additions to the game this year, And I am a proud supporter of the devs of this game. They'll probably find ways to continue to monetize this game that we have not even thought of, since they're removing this kind of predatory aspect with the bottomless pit of possible spending. And don't get me started, by the way, on how this can affect children. When you start thinking about how the gacha gets kids hooked on the pipe pulling and possibly, oh, can I buy a pack, daddy, or whatever, who don't even understand what money is yet, this is very predatory and dangerous and dark. And we should be glad to be saying good riddance when all of us players are going to have so much more control now over what we get in our inventory. This is a new start for Mario Kart Tour. If this game is going to be going on for 3+ years beyond now, then what we're going to have in the end, and the big picture, looking back, is saying, God, remember when there were gacha pipes in Mario Kart Tour in those first 3 years? And there'll be more time where there were not gacha pipes than there was time that there were. It's going to be a thing of the past. This is finally the chance for all those other Mario Kart players and Nintendo gamers to give this game a shot. They've wanted to. They were just so put off by that gacha in the initial game launch. And, players like me said, okay, well, I'm as much of a completist for Mario Kart and the whole franchise where I want to see what this game is doing, try to master it, master the play controls like you have to do with any Mario Kart game. Understand the system. And then once you do, and once you're at our level of kind of like understanding how complex the strategy is of this game, you understand there's really no going back from this in the future of Mario Kart. I mean, yeah, maybe frenzies may or may not come into play in future Mario Kart games, but adding the scoring mechanic, it takes the replayability of Mario Kart, especially in single player, to a level that I've always dreamed of having. For the past 30 years, I've wanted a Mario Kart game like this that doesn't get just boring after a year or two of you playing it to death. You've put in the hours, you've unlocked every star and vehicle customization and every gold Mario, and there's nothing else left to do except play multiplayer together, which is really fun and still a huge, huge market. Battle mode is going to be tapping into a little bit of that now, and we're going to have people coming in that have never played this game before. If you're one of those people, keep it here to Kart Life, because I'm going to walk you through every step of it. Conserve your resources for now. And then when we enter this brave new world, I'm going to help walk any of you through it as much as I can. This is a chance for everyone to experience everything we love so much about this game. I hope all you racers and gamers and content creators will join me for the ride. This is a great moment, and the rest of the Mario Kart and Nintendo world is watching.